Hello, my name is Anna. I'm 16 years old and I'm from Germany. Right now I'm living in St. Louis, Missouri. That's my host mom.
Hi, I'm Celia.
Those are my dogs. And that's where I live. This is my American story. Actually, 10 things I learned during my exchange year. Number 1. Home is where your heart is. During my exchange year, I found out that it's not important where you are. It's important that you're happy with the people around you and that you have something to feel comfortable, like friends or family. 2. This world has so many beautiful things to share. During my exchange year, I took a lot of trips. I went to New York, Chicago, North Carolina, Virginia, Nashville, I went to Branson, and a couple different other places. And all the time I just noticed how much beautiful things there are. Or different people. There's just so many beautiful things. And by the way, I love the feeling when you go on an airplane and you can look down and see all the beautiful scenery. It just makes me feel so free. Okay, number 3. Every country, every family, every person is different but similar at the same time. I noticed this a lot. Every family has kind of their own routines. You will probably notice this too when you first come to your host family. But then also you have so many things you can bond over. You have so many things to connect with them. So that's something really interesting I noticed. Before I came here, I didn't really notice that or really realize that because, I don't know, I just always just knew my family and thought like everybody's like that. But as you live with different people, you will notice there are a lot of different things, and that's a good thing. Number 4, experiences are the best way to learn and mature. This is a great thing I learned during my exchange year. It's always important that you make new experiences because it will let you grow and it will make you smarter for the next time you do something. I don't know, I was just like, I never went to a homecoming before. I never went on a football game before. I never had Mexican food before. And I did so many new things here. Before I came here, I wasn't even on an airplane. And I think all those things made me more independent, made me more curious, more mature. And now I can see things with a different kind of view, and I can see things in different ways. What will help me in my future, I think. Number 5, trying new things makes you realize that you can do so much more than you think you can. So before I came here, I wasn't really into sports. I don't know, we just don't have that in Germany, I would say. We don't really have school sports. We don't have a lot of school activities. So when I first came here, I went to my counselor, I signed up, and I was like, hey, I want to do some American experience. What would you recommend? And she was like, okay, we're gonna put you in our softball team because our softball team needs players. And actually, I was terrified of balls before. I went there, first practice, I got hit by a ball into my eye. I had a black eye the whole 2 weeks after that. But it was okay. Hey, now I can catch a ball with a softball glove. After then winter season came along. I don't know, I wasn't really into conditioning before, and I wasn't really in a good condition. And I signed up to do swim team because a couple of my softball team friends said, hey, let's do swim team, because she did that too, one of my best friends. So I signed up to go to the swim team, and I swam 2 hours 6 days a week every day. And by the end of the season, I increased my time over 20 seconds. And this just makes me it made me so proud of myself, and it just made me I don't know, when you have the feeling that you did something what you never thought you could do, I think it makes you feel really proud of yourself and really good. And then I signed up for lacrosse in spring. That was, I don't know, it was really hard because I couldn't catch the ball. How are you gonna catch a lacrosse ball? You have this little stick and then you have to like catch it with the stick, and I was so, because my eye and hand coordination I thought wasn't as good, but somehow you just find out if you keep trying and you keep practicing and you keep going, you just get better, and it makes you so feel proud of yourself. So that's a really important thing to learn, that I learned. You don't have to be afraid of new things, you just have to try it, and if you're not good at first you have to practice and you will get better. Number 6, you can make friends pretty much everywhere. That's a really important lesson I had to learn, because at first that was like the big thing what I was afraid of. I was like, when I sat back at home and I was like, what is if I cannot find any friends here? What if I will be alone the whole year? What will I do? I will be like dying. I don't know. You know, like you need social interaction. Even like if you have your host family, you are still scared, like before you come, of course. Like everything figured out like during the year, but like I don't know, I was just so scared. What if I don't find any friends? What if I don't get anybody? What if nobody likes me? But actually, it's just all about finding people that match your personality, that match your values, that just like have the same like vibe as you do. And then you will like find those people. I found like my best friends in like the strangest places. I didn't find them because I like was looking for them actively. Of course I was like social and I was talking to people, but there were people I hung out with and we never hung out again because we just didn't like click, or you know. And then I found like my best friend, one of my best friends I found in my math class, and like I was sitting with other people and it was like kind of boring. And then one day she just like, we went and get computers because like we have computers in our classrooms, and we went to get computers, and we just started talking, and she was like, oh, I heard you're the exchange student from Germany. And I was like, yeah, I am. And then we started talking and I was like, do you think I can sit with you? And then we just like kept talking, and then we started hanging out, and it was just really fun. And then my other friend I met during choir, and so we actually met because we had lunch together, and we always sat at lunch and we just like started, I don't know, we just started like bonding over like the same interests. So that was like a thing what was important. Like with my one friend, she loves traveling, so that's how we became friends. And then my other best friend, we became friends because we both like music a lot, and we just got into it. And then, you know, you like meet their friends and you become friends with them, and it will all work out. You can find friends everywhere. You just have to find the right people and go out of yourself a little bit, go out of your comfort zone. I have to tell you, the first couple weeks I was in America, I was like sweating. So I'm a person, when I'm nervous, I'm sweating and I'm hot and I'm like all nervous. I'm like having those like little bracelets and I'm like playing with them, and I'm like, it's really not, I mean, I'm a mess. And like, you just have to step out of your comfort zone like every day. Not only every day, like every hour. You have to just be confident, and yeah, you can make friends everywhere. Number 7, I learned about my values, my weaknesses, and my strengths, and so much more. I learned that it's really important for me that I can, in order to relate to other people, if they're loyal, honest, not fake, and if they're just nice people. I also learned that I'm not the most organized person. I never noticed that before, but like apparently it's hard for me to keep everything organized, to be on time, to make plans really on time and everything. Yeah, but my strength is I think I can really relate to other people. I learned that I'm like really into like just experiencing new things, and I can get so excited over like the littlest things just because I'm like getting into it, you know. Number 8 is that I learned the word clearance. Before I came here, we don't really have this word in Germany, and like I was all into like the brand clothing and all into all that stuff. But then my host mom experienced me to Marshalls, and she exposed me to the word clearance, and now when I'm going shopping I'm finding deals. I learned how to save money, I learned how to live on a good budget and make good deals. Number 9, love is one of the only things in life that get bigger when you split it. And that's a really important thing to learn for me, because I think that taught me for life I never have to be afraid that just because I love someone else, that doesn't mean I can love this other person anymore. And just because I love my new friends now so much, it doesn't mean I don't love my old friends anymore and I'm not friends with them. Or because I love my host family so much doesn't mean I don't like my biological and natural family anymore. I love them so much too, and I cried when I left them, but now I'm gonna cry because I have to leave my host family. You can have the same kind of feeling for different things. I love this house, I love this city, I love my school here in a different way as I love my life in Germany, and I still love both, I would say the same amount, but there's different things I like about both things, and there's different things I don't like about those things. But in the end, it's all describable under love, and the love just gets bigger. I'm in this really privileged situation that I can love people in more than one place, and that I can feel at home in more than one place on earth, and I'm so thankful for that. And my 10th and probably last thing is that I still have a lot to learn and a lot of experience to make. And that's probably the most important thing I learned through this year. Even if you feel like you did so much and you experienced a lot, you saw so many places, you just know there's more than that. There's like always so much more.